Two women, one sitting in a chair and the other in a wheelchair, face an audience in a crowded room.
Hello, everyone. I am Zivarts. I'm the program director at Rooted in Rights, and with me is...
Hi, I'm Vanessa. I'm a creative production assistant at Rooted in Rights.
And this first slide is a picture of our team at Rooted in Rights. We're a Seattle-based team of primarily folks with disabilities, and this is a picture of a group of us, some of us in wheelchairs, some of us not, standing in Union Hall in Seattle. So Rooted in Rights is a video advocacy team. We're part of Disability Rights Washington, and we our focus is telling stories from an authentic, accessible perspective. We believe that too often disabled people's voices are left out of the stories being told about us, and we should be in charge of telling those stories ourselves. So I'm going to show a quick video that introduces our team. Let's see.
A man with a camera mounted to his wheelchair waits for a city train. Next, a woman with a white cane sips coffee against autumn leaves. Then, a rotating view of an office. 4 women with mixed abilities meet. Team members take turns talking to camera.
We're Rooted in Rights,
a team of disabled filmmakers,
storytellers,
and activists.
The man with the camera on his chair zooms down a steep sidewalk and smiles broadly.
Most of the time, we aren't in control of the stories told about us.
People speak for us.
We're here to change that.
We're here to change that.
We're here to change that.
A woman spinning a smiling toddler in a swing.
Whether it's parenting, education,
transportation,
he scans a bus pass.
Or jobs,
equal access, community living,
or mental health.
We share the diverse and dynamic experiences of our community.
We aren't just in it for the feels.
We are Rooted in Rights.
We are Rooted in Rights.
we are Rooted in Rights.
Follow and subscribe at Rooted in Rights.
So yeah, go ahead, pull out your phones, follow and subscribe. We're on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and our website is rootedinrights.org. So one of our, we have a blog, we have video advocacy trainings that we offer. We partner with Do It in the summers. Vanessa and Courtney on our team are Do It graduates, so that's pretty exciting. And we also do fee-for-service work. We do client work for clients who align with our values. One of the campaigns we're focused on right now is around accessible digital media, and in particular, encouraging other video producers and everyone who's sharing videos on their phones on social to make those videos accessible. And what that means is those videos should have captions, audio description, and transcripts. And so we're going to walk you through very quickly how we do that. And how you can do it too, because this process can be easy. It just needs to be something that's considered when you're creating content and sharing that content online so that you can reach a bigger audience. So there's a quick video about how easy it is and why you should do it. Hey YouTube, it's Zivarts. I'm the program director here at Rooted in Rights. I've been making social videos since the birth of YouTube, but it wasn't until I joined the Rooted in Rights team here last summer that I learned the secret for making viral videos. If you want to make your videos go viral, you've got to make sure you're reaching the largest audience possible. So if you fail to caption or audio describe your videos, you're losing potential audience members. Every content creator wants more people to watch your videos, right? Here are 2 quick tips. Deaf and hard of hearing folks, and folks with sensory processing disorder, as well as everyone scrolling through their timelines with the sound off, rely on captions to make sense of what's going on in your video. So caption your video. Tip number 2, include audio description. Blind and low vision folks like myself, as well as everyone else multitasking and not looking at their screens, rely on audio description to know what's going on. Audio description isn't as hard to include as you might think. If you're listening to your video without visuals, what critical information would you be missing?
All black and white film with 2 guys in exercise uniforms. One balances carefully on the knees of the other.
There, that's real balance and poise.
If you have text on the screen, have someone read it. This is also true for titles, like someone's name or profession.
A softly focused photo of Clark Matthews, lead producer at Rooted in Rights.
It gets a little more complicated when you think about other visuals. But think of this as your chance as the creator to get creative. What actually is that critical information you are trying to convey visually? Make sure that's also conveyed through audio. That's it. It's that simple. By making your videos accessible, you're guaranteed to reach people who wouldn't have been able to enjoy your videos before. And you get a bigger audience. Maybe your next video actually will go viral.
Rooted in Rights logo with interlocking trees. Share this video.
All right, so now we're going to get into some of the weeds. Captions.
So, captions are a on-screen live text of what is being said, so that people who are sorry, a little bit of feedback. People who are hard of hearing can experience what is happening through the on-screen text. Sorry. So any kind of audio information, whether that is what's being spoken or sound effects, any audio information needs to be included in the captions. And it's really easy on YouTube. After you upload your video, you can just click on edit video and then, sorry. And then there's a place to access the captions. It's a little more interesting on YouTube's new interface, but you have to click on what says that it's published, and then that will take you to the screen where you can directly edit them using a timeline kind of feature, and you can change the timing and the duration and the text, and that, and then from that you can download a SRT file is the extension.
Yeah, so then once you get the SRT file downloaded from YouTube, YouTube has a great AI system for auto, transcribing those what the people are saying on screen. You can go in, you can correct it, and then you can upload it to Facebook. And let me see, maybe if I click through, we can, well, it'll probably play the videos, huh? All right, we'll show you the screen at the end of how to, it's somewhere in our presentation, how to upload that SRT file to Facebook, which then allows you to have a captioned video file in Facebook. Facebook also has an auto caption function, but we found that the YouTube one is more accurate. So transcripts are the next part of accessibility that are really important to include with your video. This is really key for folks who are deaf and blind, who are on social media and want to experience your content. Vanessa's going to walk you through that process of how we create transcripts.
Once you have your SRT file, you can open it in any kind of text editing program and delete the time codes and any other extra information, so that what you have is just a plain text of what is not only what is being spoken, but also the audio description. So basically, if someone looks at your transcript, they should be able to see a text version of what is happening in your video. And once you have your transcript on...
So with your transcript, for Facebook and Instagram, our recommendation is that you actually, for short videos, you put the transcript of the video as the first comment on the video. So that people who are using a screen reader or a braille reader, that transcript is there, and you can say in the video description itself, transcript available in first comment. Then folks who want to read the transcript can go there and read it. For Twitter, because of the character maximums, you can't really do that as easily, and so we recommend linking to the transcript, and that could be saved as a text file, as a Word doc, as a Google doc, depending on sort of whether you're having a website that you're saving things to, or if it's just your personal video. So those are ways to make sure that the transcript is included as part of the accessible content for your video. Let's see this guy. All right. Oh, there's the Facebook. All right, so this is how you, do you want to walk them through how this works? Or no, just what we do here. I didn't know how to do this. Facebook keeps on evolving this interface, and so Vanessa had to dive into this earlier this week to update our presentation.
Yes, so to upload your captions to a personal Facebook video, you just have to go to your video and click edit, and you get this screen, and you can see there's an option to upload an SRT file. And what's different about Facebook captions is you have to have that specific extension. That's just the file name .en_us.srt for some reason. And there's nothing different about what's actually happening in the file. It just needs that extension for no reason.
Yeah, so to review really quickly, to create the caption file easily, and this is a super, I mean, compared to what you used to have to do old school, you really had to transcribe things, allow YouTube to do that work for you, fix any mistakes it makes, download the SRT file, and upload it back out to Facebook. All right, now we're going to talk about audio description a little bit more.
And so then I was like, and then they do this.
If we describe the scene for you, you could be laughing too. So could the estimated 10 million Americans who are blind and low vision. Use audio description to let people who are blind and low vision in on the joke.
Share this video.
So that's a quick summary of why audio description is so important, right? For those of us who are blind and low vision, we may not understand, be able to see visually what's going on, but we want to be able to understand the content. And so in this overview video, we provided some easy tips. You know, if there's text on the screen, make sure you have a narrator reading that text. That includes people's titles, if there's lower thirds describing their name and position. And then if there's visual information that's critical for understanding the piece, take a second, have a narrator describe that information. This is something that can be done after the video is created. We encourage you as social media video creators to think about it as part of the creation process so that you're actually scripting it into the content you're creating. I'm going to show you an example of Instagram stories. This is another aspect of accessible video. I know stories are something that a lot of us are using more and more, but they're not accessible if there's visual information that's being presented that doesn't have audio description, or if there's audio information that's not being captioned. And so this is a quick example of a very short 15-second story we shot in New York last week.
Hi, I'm Daisy. I'm one of the Disability Rights Storyteller Fellows, and we are here at Real Abilities.
I'm Sean. It's so much fun!
And it's Anna. Wow, New York! Yay! Okay, so super simple. It's a little cluttered with all of that text on there, but this video, when you start to think about making your stories accessible, more folks can enjoy them. So we encourage you to get into that story app and Instagram, use text to caption what's going on, and as you're recording your story, and you can do this afterwards depending on how complex your editing skills are, but we usually just do it as we're recording the story, describe what's going on so that low vision or blind folks know what's happening. And then what you can do if you wanted to make that accessible video and put it on Twitter, you can just download it from the Instagram interface and upload it to Twitter as a video file. It has captions, it has audio description. Otherwise, Twitter's kind of a pain in the butt because it doesn't allow you to upload the caption file the way that Facebook does. And so right now, if you make regular video content and you want it to be accessible on Twitter, you have to open cap it, which means in the video file itself, you have to put the captions and they have to be burned into the video file. We do that for our video content we produce. If you're a professional video editor, it's easier. For folks who are just doing it on social, we recommend the Instagram story approach where you're captioning in Instagram and uploading to Twitter. Otherwise, you do need to do open caps. Open caps, what we were talking to before about captions, those are referred to as closed captions, the CC. And that means they will resize automatically depending on the size of your screen. You can turn them on and off. You can change the language. With open caps, it's actually burned into the video file, so none of that changes. So from an accessibility standpoint, it's actually less ideal because the size doesn't change. Facebook now allows you to sort of change the way captions display. You can't adjust any of that if the captions are burned into the video file. And folks who find it overstimulating to have the captions there can't turn them off. So we hope Twitter's interface gets better. We hope they allow you to do upload caption files. But for now, to make your videos on Twitter accessible, they should have open captions. So I want to show this as a video we made recently with Clark and Vanessa. And it's a great example of audio description and captioning. And I just want to show this to you guys as a way to think about how audio description can be a really positive, creative part of the video content you're creating.
Hi, I'm Vanessa.
I'm Clark.
We both live in Seattle.
We both use wheelchairs.
And we're both tired of these cars blocking the intersections.
Clark and Vanessa attempt to cross the street, but a van blocks the crosswalk. Then they navigate around a huge charter bus blocking the crosswalk. Next, they attempt to weave through several cars blocking an intersection.
Seriously?
I don't know.
Try not to die, please.
For pedestrians who can't step up onto the sidewalk, blocking a curb ramp means we have to ride in the street through traffic just to get out of the intersection. Like, the reality is when you block the box, you block us out.
It's our access and it's our safety.
Better enforcement at intersections will make our streets safer for everyone. A message from Rooted in Rights and Transportation Choices Coalition, Transit for All.
So you can see there was audio description. There was, actually that was open caps because we're playing this straight from a video file, not through a player. And anything else you should point out about that? Clark and Vanessa are awesome. And the video has over 1.5 million impressions on Facebook. So we're also involved in trying to get a piece of legislation to the legislature in Olympia. So contact your senators right now and let them know they should support legislation to keep people from blocking the box. All right, a few more seconds? Yes. All right. This is another video I just want to show. We're focused here, this presentation, on how to create accessible video content. Some of the earlier presenters focused more on image description and alt text. This is a short video we made about how to add alt text to your social media images, because in addition to video, images should also be accessible. And so this will walk you through that process very quickly.
Alt text in 60 seconds. Alt text is a written description of the images you post online. It helps everyone, including blind and low vision folks using screen readers, enjoy your visual content. On Facebook, use alt text by uploading an image through the website and clicking the Edit Photo icon in the corner of the thumbnail. Click the alt text icon on the left sidebar of the following window and write your description of the photo in the text field that appears. Then click Save. For Twitter, make sure you first turn on alt text by checking the Composed Image Descriptions box in the Accessibility tab on your settings page. Afterwards, simply click the Add Description footer at the bottom of your image's thumbnail and include your description at the bottom of the following screen. Instagram just recently got on board the alt text train, and we're glad to hear it. When creating a new post, tap Advanced Settings at the bottom of the window. Next, tap Write Alt Text beneath the accessibility header and write your alt text. In this case, birthday cake with a yellow background and a lit candle in the shape of a number 1. Accessibility is cool.
All right, we'll end on that.